Thinking a lot about Senator John McCain and what he would be thinking about as we've gone through what we've gone through. Was anyone watching the services this morning? I mean, it was an incredible thing to behold. I don't remember a president dying and the nation stopping like the nation has stopped to look at what's going on at John McCain's funeral. And I read this article. It's kind of an unusual thing. He spent weeks planning out his funeral to the speaker. He met personally with everybody to ask them, and by far, the number one takeaway from that funeral is that as Americans, we are better when we work together, Democrats and Republicans, and that we're better than all of this partisan fighting and than all of this partisan bickering. He literally is having Barack Obama and George W. Bush, the two men who beat him running for the presidency, speaking at his funeral, quite literally sending us all a message. And we quite literally need that message right now more than ever before, right? Our state is struggling in so many ways because there's just been one party rule, and we need to get back like a family, right? We're a family here, and we're going to pick each other up through this week and deal with all of the setbacks of the ballot measures getting tossed off to take it to the streets. But we're also a bigger Arizona family, Democrats and Republicans. And when we go too far one way, one group pulls us back. When we go too far the other way, the other group pulls us back. And we've been too far the other way, and we need this group to all pull us back, block by block, street by street. That's what's going to happen today. So thank you so much for coming out. It means so much. I just want to finish with, John McCain, when he came back from his first surgery, spoke on the floor of the Senate. It was at the heart of the Obamacare debate, where he would ultimately cast, a week later, his famous thumbs down. This is what he said, which I think really speaks even more powerfully now than it did almost a year ago. Our deliberations today are more partisan, more tribal than any other time I remember. Both sides have let this happen. Let's leave the history of who shot first to the historians. I suspect they'll find we all conspired in our decline, either by deliberate actions or neglect. We all played some role in it. Incremental progress, compromises that each side criticize but also accept, just plain muddling through to chip away at problems and keep our enemies from doing their worst, isn't glamorous or exciting. It doesn't feel like a political triumph, but it's usually the most we can expect from our system of government, operating in a country as diverse and quarrelsome and free as ours. We are the servants of a great nation, a nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. More people have lived free and prosperous lives here than in any other nation. America has made a greater contribution than any other nation to the international order and has liberated more people from tyranny and poverty than ever before. We have been the greatest example. We don't covet other people's land and wealth. We don't hide behind walls. We breach them. We are a blessing to humanity. What greater cause could we hope to serve than helping America, the strong, aspiring, international beacon of liberty and defender of the dignity of all human beings and their right to freedom and equal justice? That is the cause that binds us together, and it is so much more powerful and worthy than the small differences that divide us. Thanks a lot, everybody. I'll turn it over to Kelly.